Hey guys, I'm in one of my favorite places as usual. I am getting work done while my kids play, so that is what's going on. I'm like working on some designs, so that's exciting. So let me get that done, and then I don't know, but it's actually hard to record when people are, like passing by. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" But just want to say hello. I'm gonna get some work done, and then yeah, I'm just taking you guys along. I wanted to share something with you while I'm working here on my designs, but essentially when you master something, right, it's funny how like when you start something and you're just like you're terrified because you don't know what you're doing, and you're like moving so slowly because you're trying to like learn every single piece of information, and so you're like second guessing yourself. Am I doing this right? Am I meant for this? Am I like you start to question yourself because of insecurities. But as you daily practice and as you daily, I guess, discipline and repeat and just consistently like working on your craft, you get better. You get so much better at what you were scared of to do. What you were scared to do in the beginning, and you find yourself at the moment where you're just like, oh my god, this is actually getting easier. This is actually getting funner. This is actually, I'm not questioning myself in this process. I'm actually gaining, I'm grasping the idea. I'm just doing it, right? And so that's where I am right now. I am designing, and as I'm designing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm actually getting this. I'm actually figuring out shortcuts. I'm actually doing this. I'm working like a real designer. It's daily, like learning and daily practicing that craft until you good that you can just basically go out there and do it with your eyes closed. But I don't believe in just learning something and forgetting it. You continuously learn and you continuously grow. And if you learn one area in, so if you learn something in one area, I don't believe in just okay because you learned that thing is not going to change. You need to constantly be learning about new things in that area. So that's where I am right now. I just wanted to share that. So I'm doing my designs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Deb, like you're actually doing it. And so I just stopped. I was like, let me just pat myself on the back. Pat, pat. I always pat myself. That's like something I teach everybody. Like if you're ever like in doubt, or if you don't have people who are like always rooting for you, root for yourself. Like give yourself a pat on the back. You're doing it. Jack of all trade, master of none, right? I hear that a lot. And I was like, I heard this really good like breakdown on it, and I was like, that makes sense. I forgot where I heard it from. You know, like how you stream through YouTube and you find different things. So that's what I was doing, and it's like jack of all trades, master of none, and it's like no, not really, because the way she dissected it was just the fact that it's actually great to master or be jack of all trades because you learn a lot of skills versus someone who just is an expertise or a specialist in one area. It means yes, you're a specialist in one area, but you're lacking in other areas. Does it benefit you in the long run? The answer is no. So I rather be jack of all trades, meaning I know how to do many things, and if I don't, like, I know how to do many things. This is how like I understand. I know how to do many things, and so if I'm in one situation where it calls for this skill, I can do the skill. If I'm in another situation where it calls for another skill, I can do that other skill. Versus, okay, I just know how to do this one thing. If something happens here, oh my gosh, I'm doomed. I don't know how to do that. So she put it in this sense, in this she painted this picture of somebody who like is in school, right? So in school you're expected to study many subjects at one time. So it could be English, it could be science, it could be math, it can be social studies, like every subject. Thank you. Every subject in one, like maybe one semester, right? In essence, that means that okay, you're expected to get an A in English, get an A in math, get an A in social studies. It's just in a semester. So you study hard during the semester to pass those courses, right? Are you focusing on just one? Like, okay, I gotta pass English, math, science, physics, calculus, everything else can fail, but I'm gonna do well in this one subject. No, you study a bit of English, you study a bit of social studies, study a bit of physics, you study a bit of calculus, right? So I basically am recording this because my audio in the last clip was a little bit wonky. I just wanted to finish my point. But what she was saying, you basically you do study a bit of social studies, you study a bit of science, study a bit of calculus, you study a bit of physics. So you do all that in hopes of just like passing the class, right? Or just getting a foothold on the subject matter, right? Doesn't mean that you've mastered it, but you're just getting a foothold on the subject matter. So essentially, you do all that to pass the class. You pass the class. Yes, you've tried something. So you've tried a bunch of subjects and you did well, right? Hopefully you did well. But the whole point is that I think what she was trying to say is that you shouldn't feel bad if you're good in a lot of you're good in a lot of things. You're good at doing a lot of things. You shouldn't feel bad if you have not focused or honed your attention or focused your attention just with that one thing. It's actually, you should feel proud that you are knowledgeable in different areas, right? I'm at Target with a bunch of books in my hands. Tips of the trick. What I usually do is when I looking for new reads. Oh, by the way, I got a new style. Anyways, so when I'm looking for new styles, when I'm looking for new books, I come to the bookstore, I go to Target, I go anywhere and just figure out what's on shelf. Once I find the titles, then I just basically go and borrow it from the library. And if I really, really like the book, then I buy the book. But yeah, let me show you some of my reads. So I'm a foodie. So this is the first one I'm going to be getting or reserving from the libraries. Somebody filled the book. I love the documentary on Netflix. So yeah, this is just basically a cookbook from around the world where he traveled. So I'm definitely interested in this. I'm also getting this one and this. So the workbook I may have to buy online, but I like the book 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do. And this is the workbook, and then this is the regular book. So I like it. There's a list of 13 things that the mentally strong don't do. And one of them is saying no, learning the art of saying no. Yeah, that's very important. This one is The Best Yes. This is Making Wise Decisions. Let's look. Oh, I can't even say Making Wise Decisions. This is blocked, but it's 30% off. But Making Wise Decisions, I'm guessing on the midst. Oh, Making Wise Decisions in the midst of endless something. But it's The Best Yes, by Lisa TerKeurst. By Lisa TerKeurst, right? TerKeurst. I like this book because this is a book about handling I don't know, it's according to God. So it says Lisa TerKeurst is learning that there is a big difference between saying yes to everyone and saying yes to God. And the best yes, she will help you cure the disease to please with a biblical understanding of the command to love, escape the shame and guilt of disappointing others by learning the secret of the small no, which is very important. I mastered that secret of saying no. Oh my God, many people are getting so upset. But saying no is a complete sentence, and I've mastered that. And yes, people will be mad at you. People will be like, okay, why didn't you give in to my needs or my wants? But no is a complete sentence, and no, it's not. I learned that very early. Overcoming the agony of hard choices by embracing a wisdom-based decision-making process. This is very important. And then rise above the rush of the endless demands and discover your best yesterday. So definitely will be borrowing that from the library. I have two more. This one, of course, Habitat Brown. This is more just a browsing. I don't think I'm really interested in going vegan because I do like meat every now and then, but not every time. So this is just a browse through the recipe and see what I like, and then kind of copy it for my meatless days. And then this one, this is my first choice. How it feels to find yourself, because in this moment, this speaks to my life at this moment. I feel like buying it now, but this is me finding myself again. It says navigating life's changes with purpose, clarity, and heart. This is where I'm at the moment. Oh my gosh, this is where I'm at the moment. Finding myself, how it feels to find yourself, because I know how it feels. It feels mind blown. So those are the books that I am checking out. I wish I had a book club, because, and that's why I said I'm really going to start one. I would love to cover this in my book club and do the workbook. Oh my God, this will be a godsend. But let's see, let's see. We don't know how everything will work out. But yes, I'm gonna peruse the book aisle. This is my favorite section in any place. But I mostly go to Barnes and Nobles for this kind of stuff. But this is okay too.